Linda and our other mums were determined to get the help they needed to continue breastfeeding because they know how good breast milk is for their babies. Evidence shows that breastfed babies have less chest, ear and urine infections and less sickness and diarrhea. Children who are breastfed also tend to have a higher IQ. The World Health Organization recommends that every baby should have only breast milk without any top-ups of formula for around the first 6 months. After that, your baby needs healthy food and water alongside breast milk.
He was just turned 6 months, so she's starting on solids.
Linda and Heidi have fed their babies breast milk only for 6 months. Now their babies are ready to try their first solid foods.
About 3 weeks before she was due to start solids, I started letting her hold a lot of finger-held food, so she was quite used to putting food to her mouth. She took to solids really well.
Signs that a baby is ready to start solids are that they'll be able to sit up and able to hold their head steady, look at food, grab it and put it in their mouth by themselves. You should never leave your baby alone with food.
You've got too much food going on.
It's exciting to look at her, but it's also quite sad in a way because, you know, all her food up until now, all her drinks up until now has been, well, her breast milk. So yeah, it's a wee bit like, she started to grow up. My wee girl suddenly got bigger.
I can actually remember becoming quite emotional when I saw that her nappies had changed and that she, you know, little things that just showed that she wasn't entirely dependent on me anymore.
I love to look at her and see how happy and healthy and chubby she is, and I'm really proud that that's been me feeding her that's kind of meant that she's been like that.
I would like to breastfeed her until she was 2, until I know that she was getting the absolute maximum benefits for her health.
Because of the enormous health benefits it brings, the World Health Organization recommends breastfeeding children until they're at least 2 years old. Holly is continuing to breastfeed Aurora well into her 2nd year, alongside regular healthy meals with her brother.
Just adding nutrients into their diet, supplementing their health. I mean, it's just the best thing, really. Carry on doing it as long as possible. It's really nice and enjoyable, and it's something so special that only a mum can do. So I think I might be a little bit sad when she stops breastfeeding, yeah.
Sarah also plans to continue breastfeeding Joshua for a good while longer. Through breastfeeding, she's enjoying a special bond with her 3rd baby.
I have bonded with my other children, but it's a different kind of bond, something that I hadn't experienced before, but I had done through breastfeeding. You're their lifeline, and yeah, that's why I continue to do it.
All the women in this film have had very different journeys to become breastfeeding mums, but now none of them would do anything else.
I'm really proud of the fact that I'm breastfeeding her, and I'm looking forward, when she gets older, I'm looking forward to telling her that, yeah, I did breastfeed you, and it did give us a really closeness.
I feel really close to her when I'm breastfeeding. I can see that that's the best place in the world for Annabelle, and it's really important for me to know that I can provide that security for her.
I think it's very empowering being a breastfeeding mum. Like it's something all that I can do, and I think it's something that's given me confidence in myself.
Just because you're young, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. Just because older people just do it doesn't mean that younger people can't. There's no difference at the end of the day. We're all the same, aren't we? We're all mums, we've all got kids, and we're all providing for our children.
I look at her now and she's just, 6 months old? And how big she's got, and thinking, that's all me.
They're both really, really healthy children for it, and she's never been ill, actually, and so I wouldn't consider anything else, to be honest.
On this DVD, you'll also find 5 short films that you may find helpful. For details, check the DVD menu or cover.